In this unit we'll be discussing, this is unit 5 I am going to discuss. It is the continuation of unit 5. So here already I have discussed in this part that is causes of poverty. Today I will discuss that is anti-poverty measures under this part. Okay? Anti-poverty measures, we'll be discussing this one into two, we'll be discussing this part into on the basis of 2 points, because the government has taken the measures to reduce the poverty on the basis of 2 points that we are going to discuss. What are the points? The points are, first one is promotion of economic growth, and the second one is, that is the strategy or the targeted of what? Anti-poverty programs. Targeted anti-poverty programs. So children, you know that over a period of time, that 30 years lasting up to the early 80s, there were little per capita income growth and not much reduction in poverty. That means the per capita income, how to calculate the per capita income? Remember, the per capita income could be calculated by dividing the total income of a place or of a country and the total divided by with the population. So we can calculate whatever amount we'll calculate. That means that is called per capita income, or it is called per head income. Okay. So official poverty, that estimates which were about, we know, 45% in the early 1950s and remained the same even in the early 80s. So since the 80s, India's economic growth has been one of the fastest in the world. Economic growth since 1950s, it has been increased. The growth rate jumped from the average of about 3.5% in the year 1970s to about 6% during the 1980s and 1990s. The higher growth rates have helped significantly in the reduction of poverty. Did you understand? So here I will discuss the first part, that is called promotion of the economic growth. Promotion of economic growth is the first point, and second one is that is targeted anti-poverty program. These are called the anti-poverty measures from the government side. You know that the economic growth, it has what? The vice versa relation with the poverty. You know that if there is a economic growth, if there is increase in income, then definitely the poverty will go down. Whereas if the economic growth will be go down, or economic of a country or of a place will go down, then definitely the poverty will increase. So this is called the vice versa relation between poverty and economic growth. You know that why we are in poverty. Children, you know that why we are in poverty. Generally we are in poverty because we are unable to get the proper income, enough income, so that we can spend those that much amount on the necessary things or essential things. So if we are unable to spend the money, then definitely we are in poverty. Clear? So what we need first, the first requirement is to improve our income or increase our income. First, what we need the enough income, whatever. That is, I already have told about poverty line. That is called the poverty line. That means the imaginary line, or you can say the limited income that is required for spending on a particular family's expenses, right? So income and poverty, it is the vice versa relation that already I have discussed. Now let's discuss more. It is becoming clear that there is a connection between the economic growth and the poverty reduction. Economic growth widens the opportunities. Economic growth, it widens the opportunities what widens the opportunities. What type of opportunity? All type of the facilities, the privilege, all type of facilities, education facilities, then sanitation facilities, clean drinking water facilities. All these facilities can be improved if the economic growth is there. So there is a connection, vice versa relation between economy and poverty. Okay? So strong link between the economic growth and poverty reduction. Economic growth widens the opportunities and provides the resources. Remember, it provides the resources. I repeat, it provides the resources. Remember that it provides the resources which are most important for our country. Okay? And for ourselves. Needed to invest in human development. So economic growth will give you the resource, any type of resource, particularly the income, okay, or money, that will spend on whom? On different, particularly whom? On human investment. On investment on what? Human being. Okay. So this is called, so that economic growth give resource then invested on human investment. Human investment will give you once again the return. That is called return. कैसे होगा? For example, take you are spending the money on person A. Person A is your child or your daughter or a son. Then after he becomes educated, on education, health, facility, everything. After he was educated and all, then he will be worked somewhere. He will be employed somewhere. Then when he will be worked, then definitely he will earn the money. And when he earn the money, the money will come to you. Okay? So this is called the economic return. This also encourages the people to send their children and including the girls to schools in the hope of getting better economic returns from investing in education. So however, the poor may not be able to take direct advantage from the opportunities created by economic growth. But remember children, this is only for few cases. Not all will get the benefit from this economic growth, because the poor always remains poor. Particularly in the rural areas, what happens in rural areas? Some people they are able to manage their life in a proper way, but those who are landless labor, very poor people, they are unable to, even though the growth rate increase, the economic growth rate increase, there is no effect on these people. So in the rural areas, you know that you can say that it is not so effective in the rural areas. Okay. So moreover, the growth in the agricultural sector is much below expectations. So it has the direct bearing on poverty, as a large number of poor people live in a village and are dependent on agriculture. Those who are dependent on agriculture, it is very difficult to manage their life in this way, because in some cases the promotion of economic growth is not that much effective for the others. Okay. So this is first point what I have discussed. So remember that these two things that already I have discussed, that promotion of economic growth, it is one major important factor, so that we can reduce the poverty. Because why when we are in poverty? Definitely we are in poverty because we do not have economy. If the country's economy will increase, definitely the poverty will go down. Each and every individual of that country definitely will be increased, will increase their status, right? Whereas here, if the country's economy will go down, then definitely some people will remain in poverty. Okay? So this is all about your first point. Then second, we are going to discuss. Okay? So the second one is, that is the anti-poverty programs. Already I have written the first one, that is NREGA in 2005. What is the full form? That is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. What is the full form? National Rural Guarantee 2005. ठीक है, इसमें क्या है, why this act was passed and what this act says. The act provides 100 days assured employment, 100 days assured employment, right? Then the second, that what it gives every year and to every rural household in 200 districts, 100 days to 200 every year to 200 districts. Then next is, that is, the scheme will be extended to 600 districts, extended to 600 districts. These are the features, or these are the things it was were taken. And 1/3 of the proposed jobs would be reserved for women. 1/3 will be reserved for women. The job will be reserved for women. So the central government will also establish the next, that is National Employment Guarantee Funds. Similarly, state government also will establish State Employment Guarantee Funds for implementation of the scheme. Under the programs, if an applicant is not provided employment within 15 days, remember within 15 days if he is not getting the job, he or she will be entitled to a daily unemployment allowance. If he is unable under this scheme, if he is within 15 days, there is a limitation. Under this scheme, if he or she is not getting an employment opportunity, then definitely he will be allowed to get the unemployment allowance. Okay. So another important, so this is one over, this is NREGA, this is over, so you should remember this. Okay. And next one is, that is National Food for Work Program. Number 2, National NFWP, National, okay, National Food for Work Program, National Food for Work Program. NFWP stands for National Food for Work Program. In 2004 it was launched, and 150 कहाँ पर हुआ था, 150 backward districts of the country, in different 150 backward districts में ये launch किया गया था. ठीक है. And this program is open to all. I have written that it is open to all, for all rural poor who are in need of wage employment and also desire to do manual unskilled work. For all it is what open. ठीक है. It is also implemented as a 100% centrally sponsored scheme and food grains. ठीक है. And provided free of cost to the states. Once the NREGA is in force, the NFWP will be subsumed within this program. So it is subsumed within this NREGA. Okay, so this is all about these two programs. Let's discuss what are the next.